Yeah, we have already separated ourselves. So it's not a question of if they separate themselves. We have already separated ourselves. So go ahead, let me listen to you.
But why are you still afraid of giving them? Look at me, screen record me. I don't care. I'm a typical Omo Yoruba ni mi, abi mi londo, mo dagba sondo. Let me tell you my pedigree nondo. Emi Omo Lujo mo dobori so di owo pa. So me not think say na one Igbo guy dey talk. And I've been in this job of military for 35 years. I have 2 years to go. So until we begin to tell ourselves the truth, that Igbo is not our problem, but the politician, your vice president today, these are the people that started Boko Haram.
Yeah, the vice president of Nigeria, according to this military man, is the one that started the Boko Haram. I hope the world is listening, that the current vice president of Nigeria is the one that started Boko Haram. I think the world is listening.
Himself and Modu Sharif. But today, it's your vice.
Himself and Modu Sharif are the ones that started Boko Haram. Today, the whole world is concerned, and the Boko Haram have been killing Christians. And I think the world is listening, that the very vice president, the current vice president, Shetima and Modu Sharif, are the ones that started Boko Haram.
President, your president's son sitting one by one with Gumi, eating cola. He didn't say anything, but you keep mentioning Igbo.
The current president, Tinubu's son, sitting side by side with Shetima and eating and dining and whining, and nobody's saying anything.
Igbo. You push Igbo people to the wall, and that's why they went back. Look, moderator, I'm really hot. Let me stop here, because I'm beginning to talk. I mean,
yeah, for the last time, let's listen to you one more time.
NNAMDI KANU say my people have been marginalized. You went to kidnapping in Kenya. The same thing Sunday Go is fighting for. The same thing Aziz is fighting for. The same thing NNAMDI KANU is fighting for. So why is NNAMDI KANU on different? That you sentence him.
Okay.
You are beating the drum that you cannot dance. And when it comes, I and you will be here. The way you call Igbo said, Igbo never opened their mouth to say Lagos is no man's land. That word was spoken by Alhaji Lateef Jakande.
Yes, I am very much aware that it was spoken by Alhaji Lateef Jakande, the former executive governor of Lagos State. But unfortunately, they keep maliciously accusing Igbos that they are the one that said that Lagos is no man's land. But I think they can listen to their own son, their very own son, who is in the military, telling them the bitter truth that it was Lateef Jakande. And anybody can Google it. It's there for everybody to see that it was Lateef Jakande who made that statement.
The former executive governor of Lagos State, may his soul rest in perfect peace. He said it wasn't Igbo people. Let Igbo breathe. Igbo this, Igbo that, Igbo this, Igbo that. What is wrong? You go to Ondo, go to all this northern part of Nigeria, go and see what the Igbo people do there. Go to KANU, go to Futawa Baliwa Square, go to Tafa Baliwa Street, go to Southern Kaduna, Kafansha, Kagoro, Gidanwaya, Godogodo, Mancho. Go and see. In my state, in Ondo, come and see what Igbo people are doing there. Igbo people, they will turn this.
This man said in his own very state, Ondo State, go and see what Biafrans are doing there. Go and see what Igbos are doing there. This is testimony from a military man.
Start to the city. But what do we do? I'm a Yoruba man. When Yoruba make money in abroad, they go home. They say, Lela Bosimioko. But anywhere Igbo man find themselves, that is where they belong. They build the place. So until you realize that your politician Igbo has no problem. And I can tell you, if they separate themselves today, me and you, we are here. But why are you still afraid of giving them? Look at me, screen record me. I don't care. I'm a typical Omo Yoruba ni mi, abi mi londo, mo dagba sondo. Let me tell you my pedigree nondo. Emi omo lujo mo do bore so de opa. So me not think say na one Igbo guy dey talk.
So he says they should screenshot him. They should take note of him, so that they don't think that is one Igbo man is speaking. That is a bona fide Yoruba man from Ondo State. So I hope they will listen to him.
And I've been in this job of military for 35 years. I have 2 years to go.
I have been in this job of the military for 35 years and I have 2 years to go.
So until we begin to tell ourselves the truth,
and that is the problem. That is the problem. Until we become sincere to ourselves, until we begin to tell ourselves the truth, until and only until then shall this truth set us free.
Igbo is not our problem, but the politician. Your vice president today, these are the people that started Boko Haram, Kasim Shettima, himself and Modu Sharif. But today, is your vice president. Your president's son sitting one by one with Gumi, eating cola. He didn't say anything, but you keep mentioning Igbo, 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 Igbo. You push Igbo people to the wall, and that's why they went back. Look, moderator, I'm really hot. Let me stop here, because if I'm beginning to talk, I mean,
yeah, I want to thank Biafrans and friends of Biafrans and everyone that has come to this space. If you listen to this man, and please, before we start officially, I want us to make some few comments on what this man was saying. If you want me to play it again, I'll play it again, but I think you listen to him. So if you have a word to say concerning what some of the points he raised, let's quickly do that before we officially open this space. Thank you so much. I want to thank you, Stanley, for taking it to making yourself available to co-host this very space today. Thank you so much, and I appreciate you. And I would also like to have one more co-host. I don't know who is going to be available. Please, if you are going to be available, can you just give me a thumb up so that we can have 2 co-hosts? And I want to appeal to Emeka or any other person. If this space goes down, please quickly open a space and make me a co-host so that I can finish the discussion for the day. Thank you so much. I will appreciate that. Yeah, my co-host, please, if you have anything to say on the video.
Okay, thank you very much, veteran, senior citizen. I greet you. Senior citizen Stella, thank you for understanding. I know it's not good for us to run double space, so I know it was not misunderstanding. So thank you for understanding when I reached out. Greetings, everyone. Asiebu, I greet you, my brother. Emeka, Emi, I greet you. Mazi Elias, greetings. Ancestral warrior, Biafra Zoom Malaysia, I greet you. The Prince, Dutry, I greet you. Biafra Free Energy Tech, greetings, my brother. Maza Ludo, I greet you. Our Minister, Love, Akabundo, I greet you, Ma. Greetings, thank you for joining us. My Info Chooks, I greet you. Prince Ibe, greetings to you. our sister Abigail. I greet you. I greet you, ma. I greet everybody that has honored the space, and I want to speak a little on the video that was played by our host. It's my first time of actually hearing this video. Actually, I haven't come across it for the first time, but it's quite interesting. It's more interesting to me because it's coming from a Yoruba person. I'm surprised, in fact, because before the guy introduced himself, I actually think it's coming from an Igbo person until the guy introduced.
I'm sorry, Stanley.
Okay.
So let me play one more time so that as it's playing, you can ask me to halt. Then so that will make you to do justice to it. Yes, I have to make you to do justice to that. Meanwhile, continue until I start.
Okay, just play it in full one more time. So I will do my summary. You know.
Okay, that's all right. That's all right.
Okay.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your
Something KANU say my people are being marginalized. You went to kidnapping in Kenya. The same thing Sunday Boy is fighting for. The same thing Aziz is fighting for. The same thing NNAMDI KANU is fighting for. So why is NNAMDI KANU different? That you sentence him. You are beating the drum that you cannot dance. And when it comes, I and you will be here. The way you call Igbo said it. Igbo never opened their mouth to say Lagos is no man's land. That word was spoken by Alhaji Lateef Jakande, the former executive governor of Lagos State. May his soul rest in perfect peace. He said it wasn't Igbo people. Let Igbo breathe. Igbo this, Igbo that, Igbo this, Igbo that. You go to all this northern place of Nigeria. Go and see what the Igbo people do there. Go to KANU. Go to Futawa Baliwa Square. Go to Tafa Baliwa Street. Go to Southern Kaduna, Kafansha, Kagoro, Gidanwaya, Godogodo, Mancho. Go and see. In my state, in Ondo, come and see what Igbo people are doing there. Igbo people, they will turn desert to the city. But what do we do? I'm a Yoruba man. When Yoruba make money in abroad, they go home. They say Lela Bosimioko. But anywhere Igbo man find themselves, that is where they belong. They build the place. So until you realize that your politician, Igbo has no problem. And I can tell you, if they separate themselves today, me and you, we are here. But why are you still afraid of giving them? Look at me, screen record me. I don't care. I'm a typical Omo Yoruba ni mi, abi mi londo, mo dagba sondo. Let me tell you my pedigree londo. Emi Omo Lojo mo dobori so de owo pa. So me no think say na one Igbo guy dey talk. And I've been in this job of military for 35 years. I have 2 years to go. So until we begin to tell ourselves the truth, that Igbo is not our problem, but the politician, your vice president today, these are the people that started Boko Haram, Kasim Shettima, himself, and Modu Sharif. But today, is your vice president. Your president's son sitting one by one with Gumi, eating cola. He didn't say anything, but you keep mentioning Igbo, 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 Igbo. You push Igbo people to the wall, and that's why they went back. Look, moderator, I'm really hot. Let me stop here because.
You can go on now.
Okay, thank you very much, my host. Thank you very much. Thank you, fellow dear friends. Greetings to all of you once again, all the honorable members. Special greetings to you all. You know, for the first time, I'm hearing from a Yoruba person that is actually brave, because these things are not usually their way of doing things. Hardly you see Yoruba man speaking with such bravery and repeating himself. You know, normally Yorubas don't do things like this. So I mean, this one must be a different person. You know, a different breed of Yoruba, because everything he said is fact. You know, for him to even mention the vice president, you know, that he, you know, brought about the Boko Haram, all these things, I believe even their people, the Yorubas and the the Northerners themselves know all these things, you know. But then the reason why the Igbos are always being mentioned is because of how we are or what we are. And it's not like we made ourselves what we are actually. If you listen to what he said if Yoruba goes and make money somewhere, he wants to go home, maybe go back to Yoruba land or wherever he comes from, any of the Yoruba states. But when an Igbo man makes money, he stays there, he expands. He made mention of the states where Igbos have actually, you know, established and developed. You know, he mentions some northern states as well. This guy is being honest, and not just being honest, he has the bravery to even stand and speak. Because some people might know the truth, but they won't have the braveness to speak it the way he's doing. You know, so I'm as the place that, you know, that actually got my attention most is where he said that it is the politicians that are the problem, not the Igbos. Because in as much as I know that there are many people in Yorubas, there are many Yorubas or the Northerners as well, whom you have such information or have knowledge of their politicians being manipulative. They know quite all right, but they don't want to accept it. Because when you go online and maybe you criticize bad government, if you observe, if you write anything criticizing the bad government of Nigeria or politician or maybe the president or anybody, and you are criticizing this person, even without your name showing an Igbo name, maybe in your profile, even if you don't use an Igbo name in your profile, a normal Yoruba, an average Yoruba person will automatically come under your comment and call you an Igbo person. Either they call you an Igbo person or they call you an IPOB. That was how they're going to respond to you for maybe actually saying the truth, or maybe criticizing bad governance, or maybe suggesting or saying something that might make the country better. Any form of criticism that is condemning whatever the government is doing that is wrong, that these very people that are going to come under your comment section and complain, they know that is actually wrong. Even if your name, you don't use Igbo name for your profile, they will come under your comment section and call you IPOB or call you an Igbo person. Because it looks like it is only the Igbos that want, sometimes I wonder, is it only the Igbos that want good governance or wants a better life or a better society? Because it looks like we are the only people that criticizes bad governance or strives or resists, you know, the agenda of the Islamic jihadists. So you see that when they are making it an Igbo thing generally, or making it look as if Igbos are the problem, it's not as if they don't know that you are not the problem. They know, but just the way you are as a person and how successful the Igbos are in Nigeria, because looking at Nigeria as it is, the economy, aside the mineral resources, which is the oil, which they are trying to kill all of us just because of the oil. Aside the oil, business-wise and otherwise, I mean, they see we are doing much more better than they are. And then each time you talk about secession, you know, it's a nightmare to them because they feel they can't do without you. So every other thing that surrounds the country, good or bad, especially the bad ones, they target Igbo person. The Q, they said is Igbo Q. Until Babangida himself came and cleared the air recently. Was it last year? Yet, every single thing that happened, the protest that happened, which is the NSAS, they put it on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So anything that happens within the country, they put it on an Igbo man just to give the dog a bad name, to have him killed, to have him hanged. It is something they do intentional. What these guys said most of them knew it. In as much as he was actually bold to say it in the media, I don't know who was interviewing him. I had him mention a mediator, which means someone is actually asking him these questions or interviewing him, you know. So what he just said it because he's brave to say it. It's not as if he's the only one that knows it. This thing is something everybody knows, but who is going to speak? Most of them won't even talk about it. Today, the man that established Boko Haram is the vice president. Nobody's talking about it because he's not an Igbo man. You know, he's not a Fulani man at that. So nobody will talk about it. Everybody, no matter how much you shout that, they won't even, you know, want to talk about it at all because they know already. And they have their purpose of, you know, allow him to take that position of the vice president. Maybe it has been discussed way before Tinubu even came in. Maybe when Buhari was here, it has been established because, you know, as it is, now leadership in Nigeria is appointment. So it has been previously been established that this person is going to be the vice president after Buhari is done. So, but my joy in it all is that he is stating it the way it is, letting the people know that it is their politicians that Igbo man has no problem, you know. And I'm happy it came from a Yoruba person, because if it were to be an Igbo person, they'll be like, and I saw that they talk. But now it came from their own person, you know. A Notana might not even have the balls to say things like this, but it doesn't really matter because the truth is always there. You know, we just lack enough people that will be brave like this person to come out and speak. And he happens to be a military officer that have served for 35 years. You can imagine that. So, you know, it's I don't know how long this video or how old this video has been, but it's something we should play more often and even share it. So, you know, things like this should go viral, even though it will not be acceptable by Zoo based on their belief and their agenda. But it doesn't matter because they believe Igbos are the problem. Meanwhile, they know that we are not the problem. So the part he said that their politicians are the problem, not the Igbos, is where I picked more interest. Is we found that's the place for me, because actually it is the politicians. If you look at the election time, it is politicians that always plant this seed of discord and want to put the whole thing on Igbo persons. In Lagos, for example, during their last election, which happened 2023, Igbos were the problem. You know, they don't even allow them to vote. Even just by your dressing, they will tag you an Igbo person. They don't even care where you come from, self. Just the way you dress, they won't even want you to vote. They might beat hell out of you just by the way you dress. They will tag you an Igbo person and beat hell out of you. So that's how much they've hated the Igbos. And their politicians are actually the people planting this seed of discord. And when the guy said the problem is the politician, that part of the video, you know, is where I like most, because it is actually the politicians that is planting this seed of discord and making Igbos look devilish. And they'll continue using it because that's the divide and conquer. They'll continue making Igbos look bad for them to be able to conquer. Because if there is no hate, if there is love between the Yorubas and the Igbos, especially those living in Lagos State and that environment, if there is unity with them, you know, there will be no, they won't be successful in dividing them. And the division is what gives them that result which they seek, which is being able to oppress you and put you in a position whereby you'll be seen like less human, you know, that you should, no matter what you invest in the country, no matter what you invest in the state, no matter what your establishments are there in that country or in the Lagos State particularly, they will still see you as not being human. Talk more of being a citizen of the country to start with. So it's the politicians that are responsible. Basically, that is my point in everything he said. There are many other things that he said that is quite interesting, but I think calling a spade is telling the world that it is actually the politicians that is the problem, not the Igbos like they say. You know, so that part is, you know, is all that I pick out there that I love so much, because most people will argue even though they know it is the truth. And we all know that it's the politicians that is creating this division and making it look as if Igbos are the problem of Nigeria entirely. I don't know how a tribe can be a problem of a country entirely. And meanwhile, the tribe is the most successful tribe in the country. So really, I like this video, and I would like to have, to have you to listen to it, privately more. So I have to hear it here. Thank you very much, my host. I appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Stanley. Thank you so much for all you said about the video. I don't know. I'm about to start, but it's like our senior citizen and IFAM and the press maybe they want to comment on this. I don't know. If they want to comment, they can.
I want to comment on this. I salute you. Salute you, veteran.
Okay. Tell us. It's all right. It's okay.
You, because that you see that video you played, it has Kelek. Because it's like what is like is when Soludo suddenly now came out and said, "Free Nnamdi Kanu, free Nnamdi Kanu." You know why? Because it was about the election period, so that old Anambra people can vote for him. We are sick and tired of Takia. You understand? Listen, because if you know, I know that guy. If you and I don't want you to go and follow him because he's a distraction. You understand? Like I said, he wanted to draw Biafrans to himself and then now begin to preach regional government, regional. We know Yorubas now. If you want to be really, you really want your freedom, you must focus on your targets and goals. And our goal here is a Biafra sovereign nation. You understand? Because you see, that guy wanted to, what he was trying to do is, sorry for the interruption, what he wanted to do is to trying to convince, I don't know if he's before, initially, we wanted the regional government. This same Yoruba and their gang said no. They tried to convince us to join them in following Fulani, because these days they now say that their cousins are Fulani. You understand? These people have been playing double face. They have been playing double face. You can't trust them in their dealings. Today, over 79% of Yorubas are Muslims. Tell me the difference between them now and the Fulanis. No wonder they themselves even said that Fulanis now are their cousins or their brothers. So you see, that tape, let him not even patronize us. Let him not patronize me. He should just forget about his praises. Because his praises of Biafra on the Igbo is of no use now. Biafra has been redeclared. We are on our way out. You see, we know the Yorubas, though. It's not like we're just knowing them today. We know the Yorubas very well. We also know their Fonja, their distant cousins very well. So whenever they speak, we know who is who. This one now is Yoruba Fonja, because I followed him. I've had this before, and I followed him. I saw him. I ran away. I said, look at this double face. So don't be moved with his flatters. Like, we have more important things at our hand, which is in ejecting Fulani Islamic terrorist Nigeria government out of our land. Saying that any Igbo goes wherever they go to and build there. You understand? And I wanted to ask him, So he thinks like captivity is synonymous to Biafra. Slavery have become synonymous to Biafra. We are tired of being treated like a slave always. We are tired of being used by other nations, other indigenous people around us, and even the Fulani also. Like he thinks we don't know what he's talking about and where our real problems are coming from. Or maybe he thinks we don't know the Yorubas and their distant cousins are Funjas. Why is he trying to patronize us? Listen, we are not everlasting fools, okay? We now want to have our own sovereign Biafran nation where we won't be used, where we won't be treated like fools, where we won't be, whenever they want to use us, they will flash. They now know the little things we fall for. They will now flash a chunk of money in the face of our brothers, and our brothers will fall for it. So we have denounced everlasting stupidity. We have denounced everlasting foolishness in our lives. And this is why well over 50 million Biafrans voted yes, yes, yes to exit Nigeria. So he shouldn't patronize us, please. We know how they roll. That's a tackier statement. Because what he wanted to do is to build his social media handle. And then he begins to dish out their lies. So Biafrans, don't be moved. We are tired of being used and being patronized. Good morning, Yorubas. When did he do this pro speech? Like all these wife, Fulani and her cousins have been killing us and annihilating us. He didn't see it. Even when we begged for regional government, he didn't know about it. Suddenly, he now woke up and realized that his people is being fooled. Go and tell your kindred, talk to your Jagaban, go inside the village and begin to talk. Convince and deceive, convince your people. Stop coming to social media to whip up sentiments. Igbos are good, Igbos are good. Yet you continue to betray Igbo, you continue to sabotage Igbo, you continue to lay traps for them. And they are also falling for you. Excuse you. Thank you, veteran. That's this thing annoyed me, really. I don't want to hear that anymore. They're not interested for patronizing.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. Thank you so much, senior citizen. Thank you so much. You know, there was a place he said, if you allow Igbos to go, and I stopped it and interjected it. Maybe you have not come at that time. And I stopped the video and I said, it's not a question of if Igbos are allowed to go. We have already gone. I did that already. So I don't think we have been told to consider, because the issue of regional, we gave it was during the Aburi Accord. So nobody, we have done that already. So nobody is thinking of that. So let's listen to Afam and the president. We can quickly start the officially open this space.
Good morning, my fellow Biafrans and everyone. I greet everyone. First of all, I don't have much to say, but what I want to contribute to that is this. There's one thing I said to couple with what senior citizen says. Yorubas are something that we Biafrans is a cancer that we must have to cut off. And if we don't cut this cancer off, it will always be dealing with us. These people, this year I'll be 50. Veteran, I believe the host, I believe maybe you're older than me. Senior citizen here is older than me. And many are 70. These people have been dealing with us. They have been sabotaging us and doing everything, even till this moment. When do we think that they are going to change? They will never change. Just like what senior citizens said, they bring one of them to talk to blah, 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 as if they are with us. Why they are the one destroying us? I said something here. They have been killing us, destroying us before, since they joined us with this entity that we are, that has been consuming us, called Nigeria. How many years has it been now? More than 100 years. And they are still killing us. They are still humiliating us. When do you think he's going to talk? We've been hearing these stories. So we are not negotiating with anything. We have nothing to do with these people. Just last week, a guy, I'm not sympathizing with him, because I told them that anything they are doing is going to be happening to them. This guy, he went and bought acres of land in Lagos there towards this Dangote stuff. And later, after everything, he now started building an estate that is almost finishing. Only for the last week for them to come and mark the whole building, the estate down, that they are going to, that is against where the government is, after he has spent the whole money in the whole project. And I was telling them, now everybody's crying. So they will always do this to us. They will always try to manipulate us, and later try to do this thing, try to play the victim. Is it now they know that they convicted our leader? Is it now he knows? After saying all those things, what have they done? We have come to understand Nigeria is not all about what they say or what comes out from their mouth. Is what we will be watching is what they do, not what they say or what they tell us. I will here for now. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Afam. Thank you so much. Yeah, we are past the Rubicon, so there's not a question of anybody coming to talk us into something else. So that is not the issue. It's just that there were some truths he made which we wanted to spotlight. So we don't have confidence in them, and we don't. They are chameleons, so there is nothing to worry about. Thank you so much. Then the prince, can you just let us hear from you?
Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, dear friends. The veteran, good evening, good morning, and good afternoon. I greet everyone. I'm speaking from Biafra land, precisely. This video you played, as I was listening to the video, I was laughing. And as I was laughing, and I was shaking my head, also, you know why? I've spent not less than, let me not lie, 27 years in Lagos before I finally moved down to Biafra land. You see, these people have fooled us for years and thinking that they will continue to fool us. There is something I want to flash our mind back to. There was a broadcast our leader, NNAMDI, KANU made. He made mention of this new Nigerian nonsense that they are planning and they are inviting in NNAMDI KANU will not work. If you remember that broadcast and the day and the dates, I don't have it because I lost where I saved those days. I would like it to be online. That new Nigeria you see they are professing now, they are saying things about, they called our leader then to be part of it when our agitation was in the peak. And our leader said no. And this Tinubu was projected for president then. This Shetima, these people are already projected and set aside. And they were telling our leader to come and join them. Our leader blasted them and they move away from them. You see, these people, what they know best is just what our senior citizens said. Look at it from all angles. When our agitation was in peak, even when our leader was here, after our leader and our former PM, Simon Ekpa, you remember how Oduduwa was making noise. But today, where are they? This Oduduwa now, Oduduwa tomorrow, Oduduwa immediately. Where are them now? They have all gone to bed because Tinubu is president and their brother is the assistant president. Because Tinubu said that Yoruba and Fulani are one. So they are one. Using Igbo to do me, give me, I give you. Give me, I give you. You see what this man said is what they say that a same person, you and somebody is going to hunt, and the person and turn and shoot you. That is exactly what he is doing. Takia, just our citizens say, Takia, we don't have anything to do with these people. All we know is to fund our liberation, do our thing. Talking about when we leave, we have already left them. What we are looking for is recognition. And once we are recognized, my brother, they will understand. Any of my brother, a Biafran, that made any investment in West or in North, will have to seek a way of selling it or a way of making his money and leave it, because we know that when time comes, those things will be left. I remember one man that was saying that once that they Islamize Nigeria, all these Hausa people that are staying as security men, they will kill those people that are staying with and occupy the building, the house, and the owner of it, because they are the owner of Nigeria. Our people should be very, very versatile with all these things they are saying, all these things they are doing now, in order for us to pity them, or in order for us to see them as in maybe they don't know what they are doing. They know whatever they are doing. So we don't have anything to do with them. That is what I have to say. Thank you, my veteran.
Yeah, thank you, the prince. Thank you so much. Yes, we have nothing to do with them. You rightly said it. We are now about to start the press, the space officially. I will appeal again. I would like to have another co-host, please. I don't know who will dispose among us here. If you are disposed to be another second co-host, can you just indicate by either thumb up or please? Then in an absent, okay, yeah, the priest, thank you so much. Let me give you a co-host. Yeah, I've sent a co-host to you. So, and I want to make appeal again, Emeka, please, or any other person. If this space goes down, please, let somebody quickly open it again and then make me a co-host, because we have a very important discussion to have this today. Our topic today is the only solution to Christian killings is Biafra independence. Or putting it the other way around, Biafra independence, the only solution to Christian killings in Nigeria. There is nothing anybody will do. There is nothing any country would do. There is no other option. The only option left is Biafran independence. That is the only solution, not only solution, but permanent solution to the Christian killings in Nigeria. And not only to the Christian killings, to other killings, to other indigenous killings, even to those who are not Christians, maybe animists, maybe atheists, maybe traditionalists. The only solution, and also permanent solution, is Biafran independence. Before we proceed, let me thank our Professor David. Thank you so much for joining us. I've greeted a few of us before, I want to thank you, tutors, for joining us. It's a privilege to have you here. My senior citizen, Stella, I salute you. I learned you were on space already, and when you were told that this has been scheduled since last week and you're late, that's a sign of maturity. I really want to appreciate you. I really want to appreciate you. Thank you so much. Stella, thank you so much. And Biafran Lazen, I think Malaysia, I salute you so much for joining us today on this space. This is a very important space. I want to salute you, Onyewere, for being here today. Your presence means so much. Ben, I salute you. Thank you so much for joining us. Jimmy, I salute you for being around. Mr. Joe, I salute you. Senator, I salute you. Mazelat, I salute you. Ezebinamba, I salute you. Odugu, I salute you. So many of us, I salute everyone that have come today to join this space. It's going to be very engaging, and thank you so much. I want to salute our leaders, past and present, beginning from our internal leader. I salute you, General. People's General, I salute you. I salute General Effiong for all you did for Biafrans. I salute our leader, NNAMDI KANU. Thank you so much for your contribution. I salute our former Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. I salute you so much. You are a great asset to us. I salute our Prime Minister, His Excellency, Mazi NKERE. Thank you so much for taking up this mantle at this time. We appreciate you and we love you. And you are the right person. Thank you so much for all you are doing for us. I want to salute our Honorable Minister of Information. You are just an exceptional person, very unique. I salute you so much, wherever you are. I want to salute our COS, who is working closely with our PM. Thank you so much, our COS. I salute you. I salute every Biafrans here. Thank you so much. And I say good day after everyone, and welcome to this important express today. Thank you to everyone joining us from Nigeria, from Africa, from Europe, from Americas, and beyond. Today's conversation is not light. It's not light. And it is not casual. It's not going to be casual. It is serious, sensitive, and deeply consequential. What we're going to discuss today is a serious, sensitive, and deeply consequential discussion. We are here to examine a hard and necessary question. A hard and necessary question. Will Biafra independence, if I may put it in a question form, will Biafra independence offer a permanent and sustainable solution to the persistent killings of Christians in Nigeria? Now I'm putting it in a question form. This space is about security, it's about self-determination, it's about human dignity, and ultimately, it's about survival. Survival, which is the first law, the first natural law that every living organism, every living being upholds. Survival. Survival is the first law of nature. And our discussion today borders on survival. I intentionally decided to put this in having known the obvious and having stated the obvious as the topic also of this discussion, on daily basis in Nigeria, lives are being lost. I mean on daily basis. I think it was either yesterday, Tutos was talking about how many people that are killed in Nigeria on a daily basis. Lives are being lost. Communities are being erased. There's another video, this American that came for burial. No, I don't know whether I wanted to play it, but I just felt that we have played enough video. Who witnessed the burial with Reverend, this Plateau Reverend. I was so furious when he was speaking at that burial. So this is what is the order of the day in Nigeria. On daily basis in Nigeria, lives are being lost, communities are being erased, and silence has not saved anyone. Silence has not saved anyone. The first segment of today's discussion is Christian killings in Nigeria, the problem, Christian killings in Nigeria. That's the first subtitle to this title, Biafran Independence, only solution to end Christian killings in Nigeria, and also only permanent solution to end Christian killings in Nigeria. For many years now, Nigeria has witnessed repeated, relentless attacks on Christian communities. For many years now, in the northern, in the middle belt, and southern parts of Nigeria. Also in Biafra land, there is no part of the country that is at peace, that is exempted. These killings going on are not random. They are not random killings like something that you can say it happens either once in a while or it's not targeted or not planned. Neither is it isolated events. It's not an isolated event, which you can say, well, it's not the usual thing. It's not an isolated event. They are patterned and systematic. Let's look at the characteristics of these attacks. Please, is my voice coming out?